How you doing? My name's Matt O'Brien. I'm Kurt Cathel's partner here at SkyScene Aerial Imaging, and I just wanted to show you kind of what we do here in a really brief overview. So I put this video together to show you how we go out, collect our data, come back, process, and what we deliver to our clients. My contact information is at the bottom of the screen there, so if you have any questions, feel free to call me or Kurt at any time. Send us an email, and we'd be happy to show you anything in this video more in depth. So let's just jump right into it. What you're looking at here on the screen is one of the models or the 3D point clouds of a customer site that we go out and fly. So if I zoom in here, this is a full 3D model. What you see up above are all of the images that we take. So we'll go out, we will determine the area we're going to fly. We'll go out, we'll fly the property, and during that time we take hundreds of images, or our UAV takes hundreds of photos. And what that does is it allows for a very high triangulation that takes place. So if I click anywhere on the site, you can see all of those all of the triangulation that's being made. All of those rays are going up and touching each photo it's associated to, no matter where I click, and it updates in real time. So if I clicked on this this canister here, and I open up this right hand side, you'll see I have 19 points or 19 photos associated with that point in our point cloud, and it marks it in all of the photos as well as lines up all the photos on the side here to show you each angle of that point. That's how we get very, very high triangulation accuracy to create these very in-depth point clouds that we use for volumetric analysis. And we can go much further into that on a later time if you are interested in what we're showing you today. So if I turn this off for you here, I'll show you. This is a site. It's roughly 200 acres. We flew for one of our customers, and we did about 40 piles for a little over 40 piles for their volumetric calculation. I'm going to go ahead and just pick one pile here for you and kind of show you how we do this. Let me just pick one in the middle, pile 18. So this is a point cloud. Not sure if you're familiar with them. I know you guys may use another form of either terrestrial LiDAR or terrestrial scanning or LiDAR from the air or photogrammetry to conduct your volumetrics right now. You could be using land surveyors. I know each company does it a little bit differently. But if I zoom in on this, you're going to see these are all points with X, Y, and Z values. So these are all points. So this would be like your surveyor going out and taking millions and millions of points and then associating a color value to them. And when you zoom out, that's why it looks kind of picturesque on our screen here. This is what allows for very high accuracy in the readings and the volumetrics of our point clouds. The reason being is because we take so many points, it gathers so many points that it creates a perfect replica of any pile that we're capturing, whether it's a hill, a pile, a mountain, a cliff, whatever it is, it's building a perfect replica to scale of that pile. And then what we do is we go in and we will create our vertices around this pile, and doing so, you'll see the red and the green here. Our green is our fill, our red is our cut. If I were to highlight this pile, it will pop up on the side over here. It shows all of the vertices on the pile, as well as it gives our volumetric reading. We get a couple different measurements here. We get a 2D and a 3D length, 2D and 3D area of how much area this is taking up on the ground, as well as our cut, our fill, and our total volume with the air amount in that, plus or minus in that pile as well. So moving on, so that's kind of how we do our piles there. And again, we can go much further into detail in a WebEx or a live demo if you like. We create a TIFF image as well. This TIFF image is a 2-scaled image. So this was, again, the same site you just looked at. So for example, over in the right here, these were our trucks here. And if you zoom in, you can see the zoom quality on this imagery. I could come in and measure the back of the bed if I had to. One thing that's very unique about this is it's a 2-scale image. So if I were to zoom in all the way to a pixel size here, each pixel is a perfect measurement. So it's built to scale. So if you were to put this into your CAD program or any program that had a measurement capability, you could measure anything off this image because it is a scaled image. Another thing that's really interesting is it's a perfectly straight down image. So because we take so many photos, each photo is taken at a different spot. When it builds this image, it builds it in a perfectly straight down format. So it's really unique because our engineers and surveyors like it because they can do a lot of their line work, well, 60% to 80% of their line work directly off our image, which is really nice. Another couple cool things is we create these KML files. This is Google Earth here, so it's just your standard Google Earth. We create a file here. I can actually back up. I'll exit Google Earth for you, and I will open the file. I'll open this file for you that we create and show you kind of how this works. We create a really cool file. It's a KML file, and let's go in here. I'll just go to the same project we were working on here and show you here. It's a Google file. If I just double click on this Google file, we could send this to any of our customers. It will position the photo that we've created or the project that we've done, and it will put it right on to Google Earth, perfectly geolocated, meaning all the roads, everything lines up. It's a high-res image. It's our high-res imagery that goes onto Google Earth. So by just checking and unchecking this, you can see the difference in Google Earth photography and then obviously our high-res photography. And this is pretty cool because it's just using the engine of Google Earth and the KML language to do this. And it's a 2.5D image, so there's a little bit of 3D-ish to it if your terrain features checked here. So kind of a neat feature. You can see how big a pit has moved or grown over the years. Just wanted to show it to you because every customer uses that kind of differently as well. We do flyovers as well, MP4 videos of the site, which I'll send you a link on the video. When I send you the video, I'll send you another link and I'll show you an example of that. And our deliverables are presented in multiple ways too. Some customers like our very simple deliverable, which is this one here. We measure each pile, we number it, and we give them a volumetric reading in cubic yards of each pile. And we point to each pile that they have. Some of them like it very simple like that. We do have a much more in-depth calculation that we give as well on each pile. Here's the stockpile number that we have, and then we give all of the volumetrics that we do, and in this case we highlight our cut volume because that's obviously what our customer's most interested in. But the reason we do give them the 2D and 3D areas is because using the TIFF, they actually like to take this into CAD and they can determine how much area and where they're going to manage and stock and stack their piles for best use of their land, which is pretty cool. So we give them this in case this was a 1 and a 2 page report. We give them a total volumetrics here, and then we attach a photo of the site with all of the numbers correlating to each pile. So we deliver this in multiple different ways. We tailor it to fit any client, however they like to view it. So we're definitely universal when it comes to delivering our products. Going back to the point cloud for just a minute here. This is a point cloud that exports right into CAD, any CAD, Carlson. We can export it in multiple different formats. With this information, you can grid it, you can contour it, you can create surfaces, you can compare surfaces. There's just a lot you can do with this. And if you'd like to see any more, we'd love to show you more at another time, whether it's a live demonstration in a flight or a WebEx, whatever you guys like to see, we'd be happy to show you. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. My name's Matt O'Brien with SkyScene or Kirk Cathall. Thanks for your time, Jim. You have a great day. Bye-bye.